Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making some easy, delicious monkey bread. So let's get started. First off, set your oven to 350, and you're gonna wanna grab a big 10-inch bundt pan. This recipe uses a lot of shortcuts, starting with 3 cans of buttermilk biscuits. Peel that paper off, pop it open. Every time it gets me. Release your biscuits, and we're gonna cut them into quarters, just like that. This recipe might have roots in Hungary. There's golden dumplings there that are kind of similar in construction-ish. This version, I would say, is very American, kind of from the 1940s, and if you're from the South, I think you would definitely say this is a Southern classic. I used to be a teacher, and one of my favorite families, I'm not gonna name them, but the mom would make monkey bread as her specialty, so I'd occasionally get some, and it was delicious. This is excellent as well. By the way, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes every single week. To save time cutting these, you can cut them in a stack and then just peel them apart. Super easy. Once your biscuits are all cut up, you could either use a big plastic resealable bag or a big bowl. I'm gonna use the bowl just because I think there's a little bit more room in here and it's easier for me. Transfer to your bowl or bag. To my biscuits, I'm adding 1 cup of granulated sugar. It's 200 grams. Sprinkle that over the top. And I also want 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. If you're wondering why it's called monkey bread, it's because most people will eat this with their hands and pick it apart, like a monkey might. If you're using a bag, you're gonna shake the bag up. I'm using a bowl, so I'll stir this gently, just to get this nice and evenly coated. Actually, using your hands is probably the best. Sprinkle the rest of the cinnamon on. Give it a shake. Mix it up, and everything will be nicely coated. If you see any lumps of biscuits, just pull them apart. We need those to be coated, not bare. My biscuits are nicely coated, so now it's time to grease a 10-inch bundt pan. You could use butter or baking spray for this. Perfect. It's time to transfer those pieces in, so just kind of plop them in, making sure there's no giant gaps. This, by the way, is a great thing for kids to help with. They would love doing this. My sons, Lachlan and George, love helping with recipes like this. Very tactile and fun, super easy. Just make sure they wash their hands. Okay, I have some extra sugar here. I'm just gonna sprinkle it in, kind of as I go. Transfer the remaining pieces in. Just make sure you have a pretty even layer. Add the remaining cinnamon sugar. That'll melt right in during baking. We're gonna set this aside for just a minute. This monkey bread seems pretty good so far, but wouldn't it be better with a beautiful caramel? We're gonna make a really quick version of that in a small saucepan with 1 cup of unsalted butter, 226 grams, along with 3/4 of a cup or 165 grams of light brown sugar. Marshmallows help keep your brown sugar soft, but don't add those in. Okay, I'm gonna pop this over medium heat. Make sure you grab a wooden spoon or a spatula. Stir occasionally, and you're gonna want to see the butter's completely melted and the mixture coming to a boil before we take this off heat. If you wanted a little bit of a salted caramel vibe, I would add 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt right now. It would be a little extra something. butter's melted, my mixture has come to a boil, and it's time to take this off heat before things get too crazy. So pour this caramel mixture all over the biscuit pieces. This smells so good right now, it's wild. Our monkey bread is ready to go into the oven, 350 for 40 to 45 minutes, or until the top is a deep golden brown color. In you go. Allow your monkey bread to cool on a wire rack in the pan for about 10 minutes, then grab a serving plate and carefully invert it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that looks perfect. Shiny, dripping with caramel, and the smell is pure magic. Pick it apart with your fingers or grab a knife and slice it up, but either way, this delicious monkey bread is ready to enjoy. Fluffy, gooey, perfectly sweet, and just beyond delicious. I hope you get a chance to make this delicious recipe, and if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and check out my breakfast treat playlist.